in New York City, we, the New York City Council, who have been duly elected to represent the constituents of the 5 boroughs, it will send a message that we are sick and tired of the traffic that is not just clogging our streets, but the traffic that is polluting our air and literally choking our children. We will send a message today that the congestion pricing program is something we need in our 5 boroughs. We'll send a message today that we want that $354 million from the federal government. We want it to set up a program that will be a deterrent to get people out of their cars and into mass transit. By taking those cars off of the streets, we will help support businesses in the city of New York, make it easier for goods to flow to businesses. We will also ease up the traffic congestion that literally is choking our city. By sending this message and bringing congestion pricing, we will also create a sustainable revenue stream. A revenue stream that will allow us to expand mass transit in the 5 boroughs, in every borough, from Staten Island to the Bronx. In doing this, we will also say yes to congestion pricing, and by getting people out of their cars and into subways and onto bus rapid transit and onto ferries, we will take a huge step forward in cleaning up the air in our city, and perhaps most importantly, in those neighborhoods in our city where ER visits because of asthma are skyrocketing. We will literally do something to help our children. Now, this day today has been a year in the making, just about. And I want to thank everyone who has worked long and hard on it. Perhaps most importantly, I want to thank Mayor Bloomberg, who proposed this bold idea almost a year ago. I also want to thank the huge coalition of environmental groups, community-based groups, and labor unions who have stood with this effort every step of the way. I also want to thank my colleagues. I want to thank those who are voting in the affirmative and those who are voting in the negative today, because this body has given congestion pricing a thorough review. This body stood for a 12-hour hearing to hear from the public and experts about what they thought. This body held numerous Democratic caucuses where opponents and proponents were given the opportunity to make this presentation. So I know as people make a vote today, they will make that vote after having given this issue long thought and great attention. I also want to thank all of the staff from the Mayor's Office, from the Department of Transportation, from the Mayor's Office of Operations, from the Mayor's Office of Sustainability who worked on this issue. The list is too long to mention all, but I really want to thank all of you for all of your hard work. I also want to thank the members of my staff who worked on this. It is also a very long list, but I in particular want to thank the Chief of Staff, Chuck Mara, for his work. I want to thank Josh Aronson for his work and Ramon Martinez for his work as well. This is a tough decision. This is a bold and different idea for New York City congestion pricing. But rarely are really important things easy decisions. Rarely are ideas that push the envelope, that maybe make people a little uncomfortable. Rarely are those easy decisions. But what we will do today is not make an easy decision, but the right decision, and send a message to Albany that the time has come for congestion pricing. Why? Because these 5 boroughs cannot continue with the level of traffic and congestion that we have suffered under. Because these 5 boroughs need a greater and grander transportation system. One that doesn't just include more subways, but includes bus rapid transit and a 5-borough year-round ferry system. What we will do today will send that message to Albany, that this is what our constituents need to make their lives better, to make their lives easier, and most importantly, to make their children's health better. So I want to thank all my colleagues who have given this issue much thought. I want to thank all my colleagues who have calls to them, and I want to urge my colleagues to not do something easy today, but to do something bold that will make a huge difference in the lives of New Yorkers, not for a day, not for a month, not for a year, but for a lifetime. And I urge all of my colleagues to vote yes on this important home rule message. Thank you. And I'd like to now call on the chair of our State and Federal Legislation Committee, Maria Baez, to speak. And I want to thank Maria for all of her hard work on this issue, for all the thought and all the attention she has given it. She has been a really true leader in the best sense of the word. Chairperson Maria Baez.